Like a beacon on a hilltop, Enid breezes furrowed the black and gold. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. Over the next 2 hours, McAlester boys basketball and its fans will experience something that they haven't experienced in 20 years. It has been 7,303 days since this program has played in a game with a state tournament appearance on the line. In 2006, the Buffaloes won their chance at the dance. Will they do it again? Or will it be the East Central Cardinals, a team that has already defeated McAlester twice this season, that will make it in back-to-back years with the ticket punched? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the Enid High School Competitive Gymnasium in Enid, Oklahoma for the 2026 Oklahoma 5A Area Tournament Finale. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Nate Brown, and you're tuned into the Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, as well as at McAlsterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Tonight we have the East Central Cardinals and your McAlester Buffaloes with history on the line. Partner, as we approach our 30th birthdays, you and I were in 5th grade the last time we saw the black and gold with this opportunity. Last night, you said that it is there for the taking, and now it is the time to go take it.
You're absolutely right. This is your chance to make history in this program. Again, 20 years since a McAlester Buffalo boys basketball team has made it to the state tournament, and you have every chance to go out there and take it. This is a team you've played close all year, even though they did win both of those games. This is a game you can win, and you can punch your ticket to the Lloyd Noble Center right here, right now.
And I also want to go ahead and clarify that one more time. McAlester, it's been 20 years since they went to the state tournament. It's been 20 years since they played in a game where they could punch a ticket. It's been that long since they've been one game away. So let's look at the McAlester Buffaloes, who are 19-9 and looking to make a little bit of history. Whoever wins this game, by the way, will play Newcastle next Thursday at the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman, Oklahoma. We do not know the times of that just yet. But the McAlester Buffaloes, they won last night behind a 46-38 team victory. And despite going 9 of 22 from the free throw line, that is 41% from the charity stripe, that kept the Tigers in the game. And on top of Tahlequah shooting 28% from three to McAlster's 14%. But the Buffaloes still shot 10% better from the field at 45% to 35%, 52% from inside the perimeter, and they out-rebounded Tahlequah 34-21 to be one game away from the state tournament with that 46-38 win. They beat Tahlequah now for a 5th consecutive time and 3 times this season alone. Last time McAlester played in a game, like we said, with the state tournament ticket on the line was 2006. They beat Bishop Kelly 66-52. During that year where they went to the state tournament, they had to beat East Central and Bishop Kelly. This year, they've already beat Bishop Kelly. Now they're looking to beat East Central. In that postseason, the Buffaloes won that game over the Cardinals 47-44. Some standout performers for the Buffaloes. How about Jasper Meat? Career day for him. The freshman had 13 points and 10 rebounds for a double-double. Nate, you and I were talking about this. If you don't have Jasper Meat on the floor last night, your season's probably already over.
Yeah, I mean, Jasper was a key piece to that game yesterday. He took care of business down in the post. And again, he was your leading scorer yesterday with a career-high 13.
And Rodney Washington, he also had 11 points on 45% shooting. Took him a little bit to get going. He had 5 points in the first half and broke out to about 9 points before the beginning of the fourth quarter. But we're also looking to Rodney. You're going to be having him as one of your key players of the game. But what does McAlster's Rodney Washington need to do today to take down the East Central Cardinals?
Well, we'll get more into it whenever we get into the players to watch and keys to the game. But Rodney's going to have to put this team on his back. I mean, it's as simple as that. He's going to have to show why not that he is, but he's going to have to show that he is one of the best players, not only in the state, but in the country, Brandon. I mean, he's gotten offers from Alabama, TCU. Everyone around the country is going to want him, and this is a chance for him to go get more offers and to show everyone why he deserves those.
Well, we've seen big players in big-time games from McAlester before where you might have a couple of offers here and there for some big schools, but once they have a big game, then it really explodes. And that doesn't – the best place for that to happen is in postseason play. We saw it when Eric McCarty in the 2021 state championship game. After that, you had offers from Oklahoma, and you started having the D1 offers pile up there for Eric McCarty. When you have a big game in a big game, that is when you start to really see it go up and go forward. But I expect Rodney Washington to have a big game. He's played really well against East Central in the 2 games that we've had before this one. But also, it's still going to have to be a team effort. He's going to have those guys at their best as well. Davian Pouncil, Brandon Smith, Jasper Meek, Caven Hill, our bench players as well, and Jacoby Boyd, and Ty Moscato, and Case Patton, Gianni Fazio, Kyle Moss. They're all going to have to be able to play one of their best clean games, high shooting games, no dumb shots today if McAlester wants to take down a team that knows how to bury it from 3. And let's talk about that team, the East Central Cardinals, who are now 21-7 on the year, averaging 70.8 points per game, giving up 55.9 points per game. They're looking for their 17th state tournament appearance and back-to-back seasons, as last year they ended up getting to the state tournament. They lost to Lawton, the eventual state runner-up, only lost by 3 in that game, 60-57. Looking at their postseason as a whole in their history, they're 0-2 in state championship games. The last time that they went to state tournaments in back-to-back seasons was 07 and 08. They're 4-2 since McAllister's last matchup with the East Central Cardinals. Those games were, again, losses to Owasso, 101-75, and Booker T last night, 68-61. But Nate, we got to see that Booker T and East Central game. Booker T got out to a huge lead at first, but then East Central does what they do, and they pulled it closer. What did you see from East Central last night that gives you an insight to what they might be able to do today as well?
Well, I mean, it's something that we've seen in the first matchup against McAlester. This is a team that doesn't give up. If they get out to a slow start, they keep pushing until they find their shot, and they always find their shot. Again, it wasn't quite enough to beat Booker T, who, in my opinion, is one of the best teams in the state, regardless of class. But this is a team that, again, will continue to fight regardless of how much time is left on the clock or regardless of how big the deficit is.
Led by head coach Michael Parrish in his 3rd season. Excellent record with the EC Cardinals, 52-28. Looking at those 2 games again, the McAlester Buffaloes lost 88-80 at home and then 73-56 at East Central. I'm going to give you an insight to how well East Central shoots the ball. They won due to their massive 3-ball games. 13 of 24 at East Central, over 50% from the 3-point line. 15 of 39 in McAlester. They made 15 3-pointers in a single game. They were, well, let's look at this. 55% of their shots that they attempted in the series were 3-pointers. 55%, that's a lot, and they made most of them as well. Also, at the line, they were almost equally as impressive, 21 of 23 from the charity stripe to McAllister's 27 of 44, due to a significant advantage in the paint, though. McAllister was able to keep those games close, at least to McAllister, and then up until about the 4th quarter at East Central over in Tulsa. They won the battle of the boards both times. McAllister shot well in the series, 45% from the field, 37% from 3, but they were outscored in that series 80.5 points per game to 68. Imagine averaging 68 points per game, and you still lost by an average of 12 points.
That's crazy.
That's how good East Central is. So if McAllister's wanting to overcome this team, looking to get back to the dance, who, again, is going to have to step up for McAllister?
Well, we already talked about Rodney Washington's going to be my first player to watch tonight. If McAllister's going to punch their ticket to the state tournament, it's going to be because Rodney proved he's one of the best players, not only in the state of Oklahoma, but in the country tonight here in Enid. If you see Rodney get around his average of 21 points per game tonight, you should be right in the thick of this game the whole way through. Next up is Brandon Smith. Against a team like East Central, who shoots the 3 incredibly well regardless of how strong the defense is they're facing, you're going to need another scoring threat, and Brandon is the most likely candidate for that. If TNT gets going from 3 early on, which we know he absolutely can, that could be a sign of great things to come. And I'm going to cheat a little bit here. The final player to watch tonight is going to actually be 2 players because I just could not pick between these 2. It's going to be Caven Hill and Jasper Meek. Caven has feasted down low against the Cardinals, scoring 2 of his highest scoring games against the Cardinals, while Jasper had a career-high 13 points against the Tigers yesterday. These 2 will absolutely be crucial in keeping McAllister's season alive. And just how can they keep their season alive, you may ask? Well, the first, you're going to need to find your 3-point shot as well as close out on East Central's 3-point shooters. East Central has shown time and again that they can outshoot any team they face, anytime, any place. Close out on your 3-point shooters and make sure that you convert on yours. Next up, you have to continue to use your size to your advantage. The Buffs have done a good job of using their size to their advantage against East Central, out-rebounding the Cardinals by an average of 8 per game, including a 30-16 offensive rebound advantage in the series. Do not give up second-chance opportunities to this Cardinal team because they will make you pay for it. And finally, you knew this was going to happen after last night, free throws. McAlester had 17 more free throw attempts against the Tigers yesterday, but only shot 41% from the line. East Central shot 30% better than you from the free throw line in the series. If you're able to convert your free throws as well as perform all 3 of these keys to the game, you just might leave Enid tonight with a ticket to the Lloyd Noble Center to take on the Newcastle Racers.
All right, again, win or go home for our 2 teams today. A ticket waiting to be punched. The McAlester Buffaloes and the East Central Cardinals for the 3rd time this season. And this one, in terms of getting to state for all the marbles. We'll have the starting lineups in just a moment. You're listening to Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Smart, skip the gimmicks. You don't need the luck of the Irish at Fit Nissan because we do business the right way. Every vehicle is clearly priced online with no surprises and no games. Just honest pricing, a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, low interest rates, and exceptional customer service. Come see us at Fit Nissan where your pot of gold is waiting. Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fit Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fitnissan.com.
Welcome back to the Enid High School Competitive Gymnasium. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown for a chance at the 5A state tournament. The East Central Cardinals looking to go back-to-back to the tournament. As for the McAlester Buffaloes, looking for their first one in 20 years. Let's send it down to our PA as we are getting ready for the playing of our national anthem. Barton, are you ready?
Let's play some basketball.
Well, the McAlester Buffaloes have traveled 211 miles here to the Enid High School Competitive Gymnasium. They're not wanting to come home and not looking to come home empty-handed. Let's look at the starting lineup for the East Central Cardinals. 21-7 on the year, led by head coach Michael Parrish. You have number 1, DeAndre Rhodes. Number 2, Gregory Nash III. Number 3, Ricky Bruner III, who went off against McAlester back in McAlester. Number 10, Isaiah Coulter, getting his first start against the Buffaloes this season at 5'10", a sophomore. And number 11, David Douglas, 6'2", a sophomore as well. Isaiah Coulter is the guy that came off the bench against McAlester in Tulsa that really burned McAlester and kept them from winning that game. Looking at the starting five now for the McAlester Buffaloes, 19-9 on the year, led by head coach Lou Dawkins. You have junior point guard, number 2, Brandon Smith. Sophomore guard, number 3, Rodney Washington. Junior guard / forward, number 5, Davian Pouncil. Number 24, sophomore forward / center, Caven Hill. And freshman forward / center, number 32, Jasper Meat. McAlester will be wearing their home white uniforms with the black numerals on the front and back, black buffaloes across the chest, and gold accents. As for the East Central Cardinals, their road red uniforms with the white numerals on the front and back and white East Central across the chest. We're about to have tip-off. It's brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. 918-426-6571. McAlester will be moving the ball left to right across your radio dial when they have it here in the first half. And as for the Cardinals, they'll be right to left. As we have a technical foul before the game even began, and a free throw will be made by Ricky Bruner III. And a second one will be shot here in just a moment. As the first one was made, second one made as well. That's not a great start to the game. We had a technical foul before it even started, so we will have no tip-off. So no tip-off today as McAlester was issued a technical foul before the game began. And East Central does not need any help. So across the timeline will go Bruner III with East Central, a 2-0 lead before the clock even started to run. Into the corner, Bruner now has it after a pass from the left side by Douglas. Douglas back with it, passes into the high post, looking for an outro pass. Dribbles in, passes quickly back out, far corner. Brandon Smith right there with him, and 3 seconds in the lane. Turnover on the Cardinals, and McAlester will look to tie it up on their first possession of the game with 7:38 left in quarter number 1. Already a weird start to this one.
Yes, very much so.
Brandon Smith crossing over his defender as he's guarded by Bruner III. Man-to-man defense by the Cardinals. Pass to the far sideline is tipped out of bounds by Isaiah Coulter. Pass intended for Rodney Washington, who is sprinting towards the left wing area. This will be a side out. Davian Pouncil retrieves the ball from the official and gets it into the front court to Smith. McAlester trailing 2-0, 7:25 left in the first quarter. First possession for the black and gold. Smith dribbles right side, dribbles in. Tough two, can't get the bounce in, but he's fouled in the process. And free throws here early for the Buffaloes. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs, plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. And this is one of your keys to the game, bud.
Yes, that's exactly right. You have to convert here, especially with East Central already going 2 for 2.
And Brandon Smith misses the first free throw. He's a 74% free throw shooter coming into the area tournament, but yesterday had a rough day from the free throw line, went 5 of 11, but he splits the trip here and now makes it a 2-1 game as he splashes home the second free throw. East Central quickly down the floor. Far corner 3 by Bruner is drilled. And it's quickly a 5-1 game with Bruner with all 5 points. 2 from the intentional foul, technical foul free throws, and that 3 from the corner. Their first made 3 of what will probably be many in this game. Driving in, we could have a charge here. And it will be a charge as Rodney Washington ran right over an East Central Cardinal that was planted down in the low post. And that would be his team second with the technical foul. I wonder who the technical foul was issued to. I wonder if is that just a team technical or does that go down on a certain player?
I don't know. It would probably depend on what the situation was, but we have no clue what that situation is as of right now.
Sometimes you can see technical fouls before games if you have dunking during the warm-ups.
But, I mean, you see that everywhere.
Yeah. So we're not going to try to speculate any further there. But the Cardinals lead at 5-1 over the McAlester Buffaloes. 1 minute into the first quarter. Bruner with all 5 points. McAlester with a full court pressure. They break it with Douglas dribbling up to the free throw line. Pop and shot won't go. Offensive rebound. Pass is tipped over into the backcourt. Racing forward is Brandon Smith. Dives forward in the corner, but he slides all the way into the tunnel, still with the basketball. It won't be a turnover on the Cardinals, but I like the effort here early from TNT. Now it's a race forward the basketball to the far sideline. Bruner and Smith going at it. And the Cardinals attempting to get over the half-court line, and they do so with a pass. Taking it back is Nash. Nash to the left wing. Bruner for three. Left that short. Rebound down low. Offensive by the Cardinals. Driving in Bruner. Kicks it out on a short hop. Grabbing it's Douglas. Douglas tries to throw it to the left wing area, and it's kicked by Rodney Washington. Keeping the ball with the Cardinals. First substitution, DeAndre Rhodes comes back in for number 15. That is Jordan Ademawo.
Yeah, Bruner was the one who took that damage on the charge.
Driving in with the two. DeAndre Rhodes splits the McAlester defense, and the Buffaloes are trailing here early, 7-1. Looking to get their offense rolling here. Down by 6. Second made shot from the field today for the Cardinals. Stepping back left wing. Pass outside the perimeter back to Rodney. Entry pass on the skip down to the low post. Meat backing up his man one-on-one. Blocked shot by Rhodes, but it's off of Rhodes out of bounds as he also tried to get his rebound. And the ball goes back to the Buffs. McAlester has had the advantage in the paint this season against the Cardinals. Tried to use that advantage there. Did not work. Inbound to the circle. Smith staring down that man-to-man defense. On top of that Enid logo, the Buffaloes trailing by 6, looking for their first made shot from the field. Right elbow, two by Caven Hill, won't get it. Too strong, climbing up high, can't get the putback, but on the second attempt after a missed shot, Davian Pouncil gets it back in, and McAlester is now down by 4, 7-3. That was a volleyball bat right back into the rim. Driving in, nice drive to the low post. Two-pointer is up and good by DeAndre Rhodes, who is waiting patiently on that left block and found a nice pass from Gregory Nash. Quickly up to a 9-3 game. McAlester back down by 6. Driving, draws contact. High post 2 almost rolls in, but another foul on the Cardinals will send Brandon Smith back to the line.
It'll be the second team foul on East Central.
And it's going to be on Bruner again. So Bruner picks up 2 quick fouls here in the first 3 minutes. I would say he's probably the Cardinals' best three-point shooter. First free throw by Smith, no good. Too short. Smith has not shown this type of inaccuracy from the free throw line the entire year, but he is just struggling from the line during the area tournament. That makes him now 6 of 14. Second free throw does split the trip again, and McAlester is down by 5, 9-4. 5:17 left in quarter number 1, but he showed excellent defense now opposite of Gregory Nash, who lobs it to the right wing to Douglas. Douglas guarded opposite of Davian Pouncil. McAlester wanting to work man-to-man themselves. Here's a tip pass by Pouncil, taken by Smith with the steal. Throws ahead to Rodney. Rodney could not split the defenders, and it's stolen back by Nash, who wants to push it. Weaving in, floater on the way, too strong. Offensive board, back up for 2 and 1. DeAndre Rhodes is eating now out in the paint, and a chance to make it a 3-point play as the Cardinals lead 11-4 over the Buffaloes.
Foul's going to be on Pouncil, his first, team third.
And timeout call by Coach Dawkins. Doesn't like the start to the game for the Buffaloes. Again, 11-4 is the score. We'll take a quick break and be back on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So not the start that you've wanted for the Buffaloes. They're down 11-4 to the East Central Cardinals. A couple of early turnovers, but a sign of hope here for McAlester as they've got Ricky Bruner the third into foul trouble here early. But right now, DeAndre Rhodes is starring, but he misses that free throw in an and-one attempt. It's missed and rebounded by Jasper Mead. McAlester down 11-4, 4:48 left in the first quarter. Davian Pouncil drives. He's fouled on the wrist. And Coach Parrish immediately hops up from his seat, thinking that was a clean block, and the East Central fans agreed, but not the stripes.
I'm surprised that the East Central fans agreed with that one, Brandon.
So Pouncil will go to the charity stripe. McAlester, so far today, 2 of 4. Pouncil's first free throw is no good.
And the free throw struggles continue. McAlester 2 of 5 from the line.
Foul was on Rhodes. That's his first, team third. Second free throw by Pouncil is good. And for the third consecutive trip to the line, McAlester has split the trip. They've made one shot from the field. They trail it 11-5. Earning the point for the moment, David Douglas bounces to the far sideline. Creating separation off of Smith is Nash. Nash driving, stopping, kicking out near corner. No three, pass instead up high. Now back outside, left wing three drained by David Douglas. Now Ricky Bruner III is not the only guy that can shoot threes. This entire team can. Brandon Smith traveled, but they didn't call it. Now on top of the half-court line, there'll be a backcourt violation as they are applying pressure early on Smith, and the Buffaloes are down by 9 with a chance to go down by more. 14-5 the score with 4:19 left in the first quarter. Back into the game, Deani Smith. He'll come in for Coulter. Inbound far sideline. Driving on Hill. Who is that all the way down inside? It is number 1, DeAndre Rhodes. And for a change for once in this series, it's been the paint points for the Cardinals so far.
They're not attempting many threes, and there's another steal for East Central.
Smith just not taking care of the ball there. Driving in easily with the layup is David Douglas. Coach Dawkins needs another timeout. McAlester, if they can't get this one under control and change the momentum, the Cardinals have a chance to run away with it. 3:57 left in the first quarter. Cardinals lead at 18-5 on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Cardinals trying to leave no doubt here against the McAlester Buffaloes. They lead at 18-5, and the Cardinals, they're not a team that you can go down by double digits like this early and hope to come back just because of their prolific offense of nearly 71 points per game on the year. So it's an 18-5 score. Davian Pouncil inbounds to Jacoby Boyd, who will beat the press, dribbling down the far sideline, but then he's double-teamed. And in major trouble, throws it away again. DeAndre Rhodes ahead to Nash. Nash's layup is no good, blew it. Rodney Washington grabs the rebound and darts out of the traffic. Rodney lobs it down low to Caven Hill. Caven Hill's 2 is in. Right past a jumping DeAndre Rhodes, and McAlester down by 11, 18-7 the score. Near corner, Nash going baseline, feeds it inside. Beautiful look, and DeAndre Rhodes is the recipient of that pass, and he dishes it in to make it now 20-7, as it's a 10-point day already for DeAndre Rhodes. Bounce pass near sideline, Kyle Moss into the game. Moss is double teamed, he lost the ball. Ball's on the deck, Moss gets it back somehow, and then is fouled as someone hit the deck. Foul's going to be on Rhodes. That is his second as well in the first quarter. So Rhodes is second, Bruner's second, and Jordan Ademewo is going to have to come back in for the Cardinals. But the Cardinals with a healthy lead right now as Moss checks out and Brandon Smith comes back in on the floor. Hill, Smith, Pouncil, and Washington. Inbound near corner. Quick trigger three by Washington. Left it short. Long rebound out by the baseline taken by Deani Smith of the Cardinals. They'll move it the other way with a 13-point lead. Right wing, left wing, open three by Smith. No good. Clanks off the iron. Climbing high for the rebound, Davian Pouncil. Buffaloes looking to take advantage. Driving in Rodney. Rodney with the left hand will finish. Extends that left arm and makes it a 20-9 game. McAlester looking to slowly but surely come back in this. Nash left wing. McAlester in that what looks to be a 3-2 zone defense. Right wing long three is back ironed. Climbing high, ricocheting off of a Cardinal and grabbed from going out of bounds by Davian Pouncil with another board in back-to-back possessions. Smith down the near sideline. Ball poked loose by Nash. Close to a reach-in foul there by Nash.
And this, I'm sorry, but this might be the best we've seen this East Central team look all year.
Especially defensively.
Yes.
2:28 left in the first quarter. Cardinals lead it by 11, 20-9. Off the screen, Rodney is double teamed. Lobs high for Caven Hill out beyond the perimeter. Right wing quickly to Smith. They're not leaving an inch of space between their defenders here in this man-to-man defense. Behind the back dribble, Smith crossing over his ankles, gets to the low post, 2, and there's another charge. Shot fell, but another charge, this time on Brandon Smith.
That'll be his first personal.
McAlester wants to get to the low post to score, but they have someone that is always set up there just ready to accept the damage. Patton will come in. Smith will check out.
Boyd will check out.
It looks like Brandon was walking over towards the bench first, but you were right. That is Boyd that will be coming out of the game. So the starting five, with the exception of Patton in for Meat. 20-9, Buffaloes trail it by 11. Lob right wing taken by Douglas. He's already hit 1-3 today. Cross-court pass to the near corner. Spot up three by Nash is good.
East Central 3 of 6 from 3 right now.
You cannot leave anybody open, especially from long range. Just a pass from Rodney by the half-court line was going for Brandon Smith by the low post. And it went sailing too high. Brandon tried to bring it back in, tipped out of bounds. Cardinals lead at 23-9. Coincidentally, this is around the same score that the Cardinals were down to by the Booker T. Washington Hornets. East Central brought it back to a 2-point game at one point, just could not complete the comeback. They fell in that game 68-61. But McAllister's going to have to play a whole lot better than they have in the first quarter. Off a screen, right side, kicks out into the corner. Near side, back left wing. Quick ball movement into the paint, back outside, far corner, open three again. This one's back ironed. Long rebound, Davian Pouncil. He begins his dribble, pushes. That could have been an offensive foul, and Pouncil probably should have been. Patton down the floor, stops on a dime, and now collapsed on by Adamewo. To the top of the key, long three by Rodney. Washington couldn't make it in. That's a tough shot to take. And we have a push out of bounds, as this will be a foul on the Buffaloes.
And I believe that's going to be on Pouncil, and if it is, that's his second.
I don't like that shot by Rodney. That shot was nearly by the logo, and McAlester doesn't need to get into desperation mode here, so now they put the Cardinals into the bonus. But what they're looking at right now is East Central is applying pressure on McAlester that not a lot of defenses has so far this year.
Right.
And you can't have your internal clock speed up. You have to still play your game. First free throw is missed, though, by Adamewo.
And East Central just 2 of 4 from the line right now.
They've missed as many free throws in this game as they missed the first 2 games combined. They were 21 of 23 from the line against McAlester in the 2-game series. They lead at 23-9 over the Buffaloes with 1:03 left in the first. Adamewo trying to split the trip at the line. His free throw is up, and no good either. Rebounded by Moscato, who just came into the game, and he gives off to Smith. Smith crosses the timeline. Right side of the floor, trying to end the quarter with some kind of momentum. 50 seconds left in it. Along the baseline, Boyd goes to the near corner. Roddy passes right wing into the corner to Boyd. Double teamed. Now drives in. Back outside. Quick pass far corner. Moscato sidesteps. Runner from the baseline won't go. McAlester shooting poorly thus far. Nash with the rebound, pushes it himself. Runs into Rodney. Left-handed pass to the corner. Going baseline. Jump stopping. Back outside near corner. Open three in the air by Smith. Is back ironed again. Ball's tipped around. Offensive board. Nash. 25 seconds left in the first. Nash back outside, and we have a travel at the high post area. I think Nash was trying to say that he was fouled first.
He took about 4 steps with that basketball, Brandon.
22.2 left in the first. Buffaloes down 23-9. Rodney finds a lane, attacks it, but his pocket is picked in a near steal by Caden Montgomery, the freshman, but couldn't hold on to the ball. So into the game comes Isaiah Coulter. He'll come in for Deani Smith. Nearly the entire team for the Cardinals playing in the first quarter thus far. A lot of substitutions. Moscato will inbound it from the baseline left of the glass. He looks, feeds just into the low post area, and Caven Hill is hit on the arm. Hit by Adamewo. And that will send him to the line as McAllister's now in the bonus for the rest of the first quarter, which is only 15 seconds long now. Hill from the line yesterday was, looks like he didn't go to the line yesterday. First free throw is made. He's a 49% free throw shooter as McAllister's gotten into double digits, and he has 3 points. He takes a deep breath, few dribbles, bends the knees, shot is up, and left that short. And a rebound by Boyd. 13 seconds left. Low post. Caven Hill finds positioning. Layup is good. McAllister down by 11, 23-12. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Douglas going down the floor, finds a lane. Right elbow floater will go, and there's the buzzer. What a shot by David Douglas, who scored 26 yesterday against Booker T. And he gets those 2 points right back right before the end of the first. 25-12 is our score. We'll be back with the second quarter here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes. For over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
All right, Nate, well, as we're about to begin the second quarter and the Cardinals lead at 25-12, hey, the freshness of a game where your winner going home with a chance to state, that's now worn off. Now you're into the game. What does McAlester need to do better here as they inbound the ball to Brandon Smith here in the second quarter?
I mean, you can't keep leaving these East Central Cardinals open, and you can't keep turning the ball over.
Just had a double dribble by Brandon Smith along the right wing. So 8 seconds into the second, the Buffaloes turn it back over to the Cardinals. Cardinals are shooting 56% from the field to McAllister's 40%. McAlester 0 of 2 from 3, Cardinals 3 of 8. Top of the key, driving in, back outside, far corner open, 3 is drilled. Again, that time Gregory Nash, and it's 28-12. Another magnet ball game, like every game for the Cardinals today, is taking shape. 30 seconds into the second, Brandon Smith lobs to the baseline. Popping shot, 6 foot out. Boyd can't get it to go. Offensive board by Caven Hill. Backs his defender up, left that shot short as well. Cardinals just outplaying the Buffaloes right now, plain and simple. Pass left wing. Douglas had the 3, doesn't take it. Back outside near corner. Back to Douglas. Douglas about 5 feet from the three-point line. Spins into the paint. Goes up for 2. Got the shot to fall and 1. Buffaloes are going to get ran out of the building if they don't change something quick. David Douglas with a chance at the three-point play.
Foul's going to be on Washington, his second. East Central 12 of 20 from the field right now. I believe that's over 60. That is exactly 60%.
They're on a mission. They are on a mission. They had some unfinished business last year over in OKC. They lost by 3 to Lawton, the eventual state runner-up, and they have no intentions of ending this season short. McAlester Buffaloes, first time in this position in 20 years. They're going to have to really make a solid comeback if they want a chance already, just with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. They need a solid comeback against an offensive juggernaut to come back in this game, which they are capable of doing. We've seen them do it before this season. Bending the knees, Douglas's free throw is made, and it's 31-12. The Buffaloes are in major trouble, like I said, of getting ran out of the gym if they don't change something fast. Patton in the backcourt, crosses over his opposition in Bruner. Inside the circle, pass to the near sideline to Smith. Smith jab step right, works left. To the free throw line, goes up with the runner. Tough shot. Tried drawing contact on the shot. Instead, it clanks off the iron and no good. Near corner 3 is in the air by Douglas on the other side. And you can guess that's drilled. 34-12. Buffaloes are down big and in desperate need of some points. We'll take a break when we come back. Timeout McAlester here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
The McAlester Buffaloes, it's been a combination of everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. 34-12 the score. The Cardinals lead the McAlester Buffaloes. 22-point difference. And again, McAlester needing to break a press right now. Rodney Washington in the backcourt. Throws ahead. Finds Patton. Patton right wing. Drives in now. Left-handed layup is blown. Offensive rebound. Davian Pouncil double teamed, and he's fouled down in the low post. We'll see who the foul's on. Oh, that's on DeAndre Rhodes again. That is his third personal.
And he'll have to come right out of the game, and 15 will come back in for him.
Rhodes is the leading scorer for the Cardinals, just slightly ahead of David Douglas. We'll have an inbound to Patton. Patton between the rings. Passes near corner to Boyd. Open three from the near corner is blocked. And then we have another foul here in the low post. This one will go against the Cardinals as well. Back-to-back fouls.
It'll be the second team foul on East Central.
This will be on Nash. That is his first. Here's a quick trigger three from the far corner. Air ball by Brandon Smith. David Douglas with the rebound. Passing ahead to an open man. 2-pointers up. Missed shot as Rodney closed in and nearly had the block. Now ball's on the deck by the top of the key. Boyd comes up with it. Boyd still losing it. And we will have a travel by Boyd. Whoa.
He was on his back.
Yeah, Boyd was... Well, he was on his back at first, then lost control of the ball, then rolled back on top of it, then gathered control again. There's no travel there. And McAlester needs all the help they can get, to be honest with you right now, down 34-12. In the backcourt, Bruner guarded by Boyd. Dribbles left, 6:04 left in the first half. Nash now picked up by Boyd. That's a backcourt violation twice. And there's a pass to the near sideline, and here is, Nate, I'll let you say it.
Ball don't lie.
Backcourt violation twice, and the ball goes scooting out of bounds into the McAlester bench.
That's why I don't like logos on midcourt.
As Patton dribbles down the floor, picks up his dribble, entry pass to the low post. Pouncil muscling his away, can't make the shot though. Offensive board, Brandon Smith's shot is blocking the low post. And after a rebound, the Cardinals move the other way with plenty of numbers. 5-on-2, right wing threes in the air after a slide step, missed three. Rodney's got the rebound. Rodney, Washington, down the floor. Rodney lost the ball on the way up. That's going to be a block, and somehow it didn't go out of bounds. Bruner with the rebound. Other side, Douglas jump stops past Brandon Smith, makes a left-handed layup, and it's 36-12. 5:25 left in the first half. Caven Hill getting ready to come back in for the Buffaloes. Far sideline, Rodney Washington. Rodney fouled. There's no call. High post. Pouncil steps into a two. Too strong. Ball's tipped in the air, taken back by Pouncil high post, and again he's hit up high. And there's a foul on the Cardinals again. This one will be against Nash. That is his second.
It'll be the third team foul on the Cardinals here in the second quarter.
There's two fouls in that possession, too. One was called, though. Patton comes out, Hill comes in. 24-point difference between the Cardinals and the Buffaloes. Pouncil inbounds it, near corner. Hill stepping back, between the legs dribble, just inside the three-point line, takes the two. That one's blocked as well. Cardinals are outplaying McAlester in every way, shape, and form except for this possession as Douglas tried to dribble past Caven Hill. Nice defense by Hill. Dribbled off of his knee and out of bounds.
And that'll be the fourth unforced turnover by East Central.
Offense is, and with a team that's averaging 63 points per game, is practically non-existent right now. Washington, don't believe he's scored so far today. Passes to the near corner. Hill backing up his man. Double team. Muscles his way in. No shot. We have a foul on the floor. Shot went in, but it won't count. The foul is going to be on Jordan Otomewo. That is team foul number 4 in his second personal. Gianni Fazio will get his first minutes of the day in for Jacoby Boyd. Not only are the Cardinals talented, they're deep too. Inbound to the right wing, Washington. He does have 2 points. He takes a long right wing three that grazes the front iron. About a 25-footer that did not go there. Now driving in, losing the ball on the way there. Brandon Smith with the steal. Smith 3-on-2. He's got the numbers. Ahead to Pouncil. Pouncil's right-handed layup. Much needed. They finally get 2 points here in the second quarter. It took them nearly half the second quarter to get their first made shot from the floor.
McAlester is 22% from the field right now. And that is compared to East Central shooting 58%.
Crossover, Brandon Smith took it away. He's in the clear, right-handed layup. Good, that's another steal for Smith. He's already up to 3 today, and McAllister's brought it to a 20-point game. If you want to make a comeback, this is how you do it, slowly but surely. Let's see if they can continue up with this momentum after an East Central timeout. 36-16 the score, 4:13 left in the half on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
If you like high-flying basketball and you're a neutral fan, then you're going to like this game. If you are a McAlester fan right now, you haven't liked it thus far, 36-16, but McAlester showing a little bit of life here. Got a couple of points, a couple of possessions back with points. Coach Parrish calls his first time out, comes out of it, and they're trying to break a McAlester press, in which they do so. Across the half-court line goes Bruner. Bruner with the left-handed pass, quickly to the near corner. Coach Dawkins trying to direct his defense, back outside left wing. Cross-court lob, right wing into the corner. Pump fake, back right wing, stepping into a three. Montgomery was open, misses the three with a too-short shot. Rebounded by Hill, throwing ahead to Fazio. Fazio far sideline into the corner, driving baseline. Davian Pouncil, what a move! Gets past his defender, slide steps. And McAlester 3 straight possessions with points, and they bring it to an 18-point game, 36-18.
Pouncil's your leading scorer for the Buffaloes right now. He's got 7.
Left front court, Bruner. Playing with 2 fouls on top of the Enid logo that stretches nearly from one top of the key to the other. Dribbles to the right wing. Double teamed as he passes it back out after a quick entry dribble. Along the arc to the left wing, Bruner takes a contested three that he might have had blocked by Brandon Smith. Offensive board, though, back out near corner. Three-pointer from the corner. That one rims out as well. Another offensive rebound, and we have a foul called. Don't think this is going to be on a shot. I think he tried to throw it back out to the top of the key. Foul will be on Fazio. Coach Dawkins irate that McAlester can't end possessions.
Yeah, we talked about how McAlester had the offensive rebounding advantage in the previous 2 games. It is dead even right now, 6-6 and 15 total rebounds for each team.
Inbound, quick swing to the left wing, back near corner. Bruner attacks, lost the ball, gathers it back, and then he is fouled. Coach Dawkins wanted to travel first, but instead we have a foul on, I think that is
Hill.
Caven Hill.
That's his first.
Team third, and free throws now for Ricky Bruner. He's averaged 18 points per game against opposition this year. David Douglas has averaged 15 points per game.
East Central's 3 of 6 from the line today.
First free throw is made by Bruner. Boyd comes in for Fazio. 3:01 left in the half. McAlester will be down by 20 if Bruner makes this free throw. Quick dip in the knees, shot is up and made. Nearly automatic from the free throw line, Ricky Bruner III, the senior for the East Central Cardinals, looking to get back to the state tournament. He's got 7 so far tonight, 38-18. Caven Hill driving in, draws contact. He got it in 1. Caven Hill gets those 2 points right back, looking for a third. As McAlester to 20 points now, down by 18 with 2:52 left in the half. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Hill takes 2 dribbles. Free throws in the air and short. Rebounded by East Central. Free throw woes continue from a day ago. Cross-court pass into the corner. Bruner closed on quickly by Boyd. Now takes a contested 2 that's too short. Nearly tipped in by Davian Pouncil on a rebound attempt. McAlester can't end the possession again. A ball goes sailing out of bounds towards the McAlester cheerleaders, and East Central will inbound it again baseline. Bruner will slap leather, throws it down low and hit out of bounds by Pouncil, who guarded that right block well. Pass intended for Deani Smith. We'll go to the opposite side of the backboard now, right side. Bruner will inbound again with Jacoby Boyd in his face. Waiting to receive the basketball. And I'm not quite sure what we're waiting on. There's the whistle. Inbound far corner. Adamewo has a tip that's passed but straight to Gregory Nash. He dribbles along the arc. Left wing 3 in the air by Douglas is rimmed out. Flying in 3 different Buffaloes. It's Pouncil that comes up with the board. Rodney Washington down the floor near sideline. Skirts past one man. Stops on a dime. Long 2 in the air is nothing but nylon. Rodney Washington, his second made shot from the field as McAlester brings it a little bit closer. 2:16 left in the first half, and the score 38-22. Wide open in the far corner. That one's too strong. Pouncil with another board. He's hit as he tried throwing it to the far sideline. They're not going to say he was hit. They say that the ball was hit instead, but still, Buffaloes maintained the possession after that ball skirted out of bounds. Rodney Washington with 2:06 left in the half. Buffaloes have cut it to a 16-point game after being down by 22 at one point. Long pass, far corner. Brandon drives baseline. Tries to feed inside to Davian Pouncil. That's a bad pass. Now throwing it ahead, Nash in the clear. Now coming in quickly. Misses the chance at the bucket after it hits off of a Cardinal wildly. Misses the shot as well, and Caven Hill comes up the rebound. Blown opportunity for the Cardinals to get points there as they just had miscommunication with their passes. Lob left wing. 3 in the air by Washington. Can't get it home. Clangs off the iron. McAlester still bad from three-point land. 38-22. Nash driving in on Pouncil. Draws contact and he will go to the line after he's fouled by Pouncil with his third, I believe.
That is correct. And you were saying McAlester bad from 3 right now. They are 0 for 6.
And still, despite that, they've been able to bring it back to a 16-point game. Nate, I think it was more than a 22-point deficit. I think it might have been a 24. But the Cardinals score so fast that the scoreboard keeps changing. First free throw is made by Gregory Nash III, the 6-foot-tall junior.
Todd Moscato checking in here for Pouncil.
Nash had himself a game despite the loss yesterday. Had 15 against Booker T. He has 7 so far tonight, looking for 8. Cardinals could have 40 before the end of the first half and more with just 1:32 left in the half. Second free throw is made, and it is 40-22. The Buffaloes defense struggling against the Cardinals as here's a bad pass by Brandon and stolen again. David Douglas jump past Brandon. Now as he falls to the deck, misses the shot, and Rodney Washington has the rebound underneath the basket. He darts across the floor. Hit on his way there. Euro step, left-handed finish, and one. Rodney Washington. Starting to turn it on here in the late minutes of the second quarter. Chance at the three-point play.
Foul's going to be on Coulter, his first.
Rodney's free throw is in the air and made. Thank goodness. We've had struggles from the line tonight, but it is now a 40-23 game. 40-25, they haven't updated the scoreboard. Inside the paint, 2 is up, 2 is short. Offensive board again. In the far corner, Smith hands it off right in front of him. Long pass out to the top. The key taken back by Douglas. Douglas to the near corner. Smith goes baseline. 2 is blocked out of the air. Caven Hill rebounded by Brandon Smith. Down the floor, Brandon passes down low to Jacoby Boyd to a trailing Moscato. Steps into a right wing 3. Rims out. Looked good until it wasn't. Isaiah Coulter with the board. Cardinals down the floor. 40 seconds left in the half in a 15-point game. Near corner 3. Bruner left it short. Offensive board again. Top of the key, Douglas. Quick pass right wing. Slide steps past a man. Pop and shot. Right elbow 2 goes for Gregory Nash. And it's 42-25. I would pay $100 if we can make some threes here. McAlester has struggled, but the Cardinals have been firing on all cylinders. Off a screen, Brandon, swing pass to the right wing. Hill spins past one man just in front of the free throw line, makes a tough shot as it kisses the glass and falls. 10 seconds left in the half. Buffaloes back down by 15, 42-27. Pass ahead left wing. Floater from 15 feet out is airballed. Offense, no, it's going to be rebounded by Brandon Smith. He takes a three-quarter court shot that is well short, and that's the end of the first half. 42-27 the score. McAlester, though, was down by as many as 24. They brought it back to a 15-point game. But the Cardinals 16 minutes away if they can maintain this double-digit lead from going back to the state tournament. We'll look at your halftime stats when we return. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Smart, skip the gimmicks. You don't need the luck of the Irish at Fit Nissan because we do business the right way.
Every vehicle is clearly priced online with no surprises and no games.
Just honest pricing, a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, low interest rates, and exceptional customer service.
Come see us at Fit Nissan where your pot of gold is waiting.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fit Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fitnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 7
Game day day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power.
All right, the McAlester Buffaloes starting to get their footing offensively near the end of the second quarter. They trail it, though, still by 15, 42-27 is the score. It's time to look at your first half stats, brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right, Caven Hill was your leading scorer in the first half. He had 9 points on 4 of 7 from the field. He had 4 rebounds, 1 offensive, 3 defensive, along with a block. Rodney Washington had 7 points in the first half, along with 3 defensive rebounds and a block. Davian Pouncil, 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting from the field, had 7 rebounds, but he did pick up a 3rd foul kind of late in the second quarter, so had to sit the remainder of the quarter. Brandon Smith had 4 points in the first half, along with 3 rebounds and 3 steals, along with a block. Jacoby Boyd had 2 rebounds in the first half. Ty Moscato had 1 rebound. Let's see. Jasper Mead had 1 rebound in the first half, and that will do it for individual scoring. And we'll move on to team stats, which don't look as crazy as the scoreboard might indicate right now. McAlester, 11 of 31 from the field, good for 35%. And East Central, just a little bit better, 15 of 37. Good for 41%, but here's where the difference is. McAlester has not made a 3 today. They are 0 of 7 from 3, and East Central 5 of 17 at 29%. Both teams taking 10 free throws. McAlester made 5 of them. East Central made 7. Rebounding-wise, that is a 21-20 mark in favor of McAlester. East Central has 8 offensive rebounds in the first half. They had 13 combined. Wow. In the previous 2 games against McAlester.
They're also missing more than they had in the first 2 games, and that is
true.
That's saying a lot considering they had 42 first half points.
Right. McAlester forced 7 East Central turnovers in the first half. East Central forced 11 McAlester turnovers. East Central had 5 blocks in the first half. McAlester had 3.
All right, so Nate, as we are 5 minutes away from the beginning of the second half, McAlester has a tall task to come back from 15 down against a team that just does not let up offensively. If McAlester is going to come back in this game, I feel like they figured something out offensively. Of course, you need to be able to probably make at least 1 3 if you want to win this game in the second half, but it feels like the answers need to come more defensively.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing way too many open Cardinal 3-point shooters, and just because they're only shooting 29% from 3 right now, that does not mean that's going to continue. They could heat up and get to 40% or even 50% very quickly, so you have to close out on those 3-point shooters. I don't care if they're starting to drive toward the paint. If they're driving to the paint, let them at this point. If they're trying to take that layup, let them have it, and keep your eyes out on every 3-point shooter East Central has.
One thing I'm also looking at is McAlester needs to end possessions.
Yes.
East Central, like you said, they already have 8 offensive rebounds, and they had just 13 overall in the 2 games combined against McAlester last. Was it? Yeah,
Right, was that right?
No. So East Central has 8 offensive rebounds. That's what they've averaged so far in the series.
Bad.
No, you're okay. But that's how much they've averaged so far in the series. So they've already met that average in 2 quarters of play. And so if McAlester is going to come back and win this game, they have to end possessions, especially with the size advantage that they have over the Cardinals. So that's what I'll be looking forward to in the second half as well. And Nate, like we mentioned, 3-point shooting, that might come down to who wins this game. I was pleased to see how well Rodney ended the first half.
Yes.
Caven Hill has been excellent so far in this game. Haven't seen a lot of Jasper Mead. Again, with how fast you have to move up and down the floor, Jasper is a bruiser down the low post.
Right.
And he can be someone that if Coach Dawkins decides to go with him a little bit more in the second half, could back down his guys. But with how fast East Central's been moving, I think he's been wanting to try to keep up with them as well. And I don't mind that decision at all whatsoever. But McAlester is down by 15, looking to mount the comeback, and if they do so, they'll go back to the state tournament for the first time in 20 years. Cardinals are looking for back-to-back state tournament appearances after losing by just 3 in the state quarterfinals last year to the eventual state runner-up in Lawton. So we will take a break. We'll return in about 2.5 minutes with the second half here in the area tournament finale in Enid, Oklahoma on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This March, skip the gimmicks. You don't need the luck of the Irish at Fitton Nissan because we do business the right way.
Every vehicle is clearly priced online with no surprises and no games.
Just honest pricing, a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, low interest rates, and exceptional customer service.
Come see us at Fitton Nissan where your pot of gold is waiting.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fittonnissan.com.
All right, about to begin the second half. Does McAlester have a little bit of McAlester magic in them? They're down by 15, down by as many as 24 at one point. And those fans that you hear in the distance, that's McAlester fans, baby. They have traveled well over 3 hours to bring out the loud and also to bring out the energy. Buffaloes trying to mount this comeback down 42-27. And with the third quarter about to be underway, who does get the ball here? I didn't see.
I mean, I would think it's McAlester, right?
No, McAlester had the ball to begin the second quarter, so it's East Central basketball. And that's what they're trying to discuss over here at the scores table. I didn't think we had any jump balls, so this should be East Central basketball. McAlester will be moving it left to right across your radio dial here. Excuse me, right to left across your radio dial here in the second half. And the Cardinals will now be shooting on this near side of the floor as we are out in the corner. And we have a side inbound as David Douglas retrieves it, and we are underway for the third quarter. Buffaloes down by 15, pass inside to number 1, DeAndre Rhodes. Back top of the key, Douglas takes a straightaway three and nails it. Not a great start. If that's what you were hoping from the Cardinals, was to keep up a poorer shooting day. That's their 6th made three. 45-27, the McAlester Buffaloes down. And as Rodney tries throwing it to the low post, then he is having his pass tipped out of bounds. So it looks like he'll stay with the Buffaloes in the corner there. 28 seconds into the third quarter, and David Douglas has nailed another three. He's up to 18 points. Lobbing in low post, Jasper Meat gets his man to jump up, goes up for two, can't bounce it in. But the foul will go against, let's see who this is on. And we were pretty far away from the action here. I think it's going to be on Douglas. And if that's the case, that is his second personal. So Jasper Meat at the free throw line. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center, as the first free throw is short. For your animal's needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Meat at the line this year, 44%. Benzini's second shot is up and no good either. Pouncil fighting hard for the rebound but does not get it. And East Central will move the other way. Buffalo's free throw woes just continue. Driving in, kicking high post. Bruner gets his man to jump up. Now back outside. Left wing long three is short. Long rebound. Back. Nobody has it. Looks like Jasper Meat had it. And then hitting it out of bounds was Coulter. Ball goes back to the Buffs down by 18, 45-27. Hoping that the left half of the court here today is a little bit more
generous.
Generous than the last right side of the floor. And there's a 5-second call on Brandon Smith. He was just kind of dribbling alone next to Ricky Bruner, and he turns the ball over. Smith has had a rough day so far. That's his fourth unforced turnover so far. And it's now 45-27 with the Cardinals having the ball, with Bruner guarded by Brandon Smith trying to get that ball right back. Won't do so here. Hands it off to Douglas. Douglas stops and restarts back outside near corner to the top of the key. Setting up a three is Rhodes. Rhodes back irons a three. Long rebound taken by Brandon. Brandon now 3-on-3 in transition. Waits for his offense as he dribbles it out to the far corner. Brandon with his heels near the out-of-bounds line. Throws it to the top of the key to Rodney. Rodney lost the ball, but Pouncil gets it right back. Pouncil driving in, stopping, free throw line. Floater on the way, can't get the roll in. Offensive board stripped away. Caven Hill had it at first. And now the East Central Cardinals get it. Bruner spins past Brandon Smith, but Rodney Washington says, get it out of here. Blocks it towards the tunnel. And the ball will go back to the Cardinals, though, with the baseline inbound.
And that's Rodney's second block of the day today.
Vicious block, far corner three. Three ball won't go. Offensive board again. Coulter throws it out to Bruner. That cannot keep happening. McAlester has the size, and they have the numbers down in the paint, and they can't come up with the rebound.
That's already the 9th offensive rebound for East Central.
Off a screen, top of the key three by Douglas is good. That's what you get when you can't end possessions. 48-27.
Douglas is up to 21 now.
He's nearly outscoring McAlester by himself. He's got 21 to McAlster's 27. Washington to the far corner. Smith passes to the high post. Driving in, Pouncil. Hands off to a trailing Rodney Washington. Right block two with the layup falls. And it's 48-29. McAlester, they force a double dribble quickly with the pressure applied by Smith and Pouncil. And the ball will go back to the Buffaloes. Jacoby Boyd will be allowed to check in for Jasper Meat. 48-29 as Boyd will immediately do the honors of inbounding here in front of his team's bench. Inbounds to Brandon. Brandon to Rodney, left wing. Rodney on the Enid script, about 10 feet from the three-point line. Dribbles in, shovel pass, top of the key. Pouncil, one dribble, out to Boyd, far corner. Boyd back to Rodney. Quick move inside. Rodney slams into a man. Foul is called, and Rodney will get free throws.
Will be the second team foul on East Central.
Second personal on Isaiah Coulter. Rodney at the charity stripe. What is McAlester from the line as a team so far?
Right now, they are 5 of 12.
Man, first free throw rolls out. They are 5 of 13. For the second straight day, McAlester has been I hate to use the word because it seems like aggressive, but abysmal. They have been abysmal from the free throw line. Second free throw is missed, 2, but Davian Pouncil gets the offensive board. He goes up, and then he's fouled. 5 of 14 from the free throw line is not going to win you any games, though, so let's see if we can switch it up here. David Douglas has recorded his third personal. Third team foul, and none on McAlester. Pouncil's free throw is good. 48-30, McAlester down by 18.
Pouncil, one of the lone bright spots from the free throw line right now. He's 2 of 3.
I would have waited until after this next free throw. Second free throw is up, and good, though. So hey.
You're welcome.
He did you all right, 48-31. 5:18 left in the third quarter. McAlester down by 17. Looking to get another turnover. Pouncil can't get it, although he reached high for it. Right wing 3 by Douglas is made. Douglas is starting to be firing on all cylinders, and it's back to a 20-point deficit for the Buffaloes. Smith angle right, pass top of the key to Rodney. Rodney, between the legs dribble, tries to cross over his man. Right there with him is his defender. Now muscling his way inside. An excellent move by Rodney Washington as he hits the deck. Nothing about that was easy. He's up to 11 points. Driving in, Nash. Nash hands it out to the circle. Bounce pass back to Nash. About 10 feet from the three-point line.
And I think you need to find David Douglas here and double team him.
Dribbling in. Bruner stops. Now inside. Two-pointer over Caven Hill. There's about it feels like a foot difference between Caven Hill and Isaiah Coulter, and that would not let Coulter be denied. That's his first 2 points. Spinning inside, Davian Pouncil. Tough two, banks in. McAlester gets those points right back. 53-35. Buffaloes down by 18 again. Quickly, Douglas to the near corner. Driving in. Two-pointer is blocked by Hill. Offensive board to a trailing Douglas. Two-handed slam won't go, but a whistle comes in and a foul on the Buffaloes. I think Douglas thinks he dunked it. He came in and flexed it a little bit, but I don't think he knows that he missed the dunk. It was because he was fouled, though. And the foul is on Hill with this second personal. And to be honest, I think Hill did foul on the previous shot attempt by the Cardinals. So yes, that's a ball don't lie thing there. But the free throw is missed by DeAndre Rhodes.
Case Patton checking in here for
Caven Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hill's going to be checking out here. 4:09 left in quarter number 3. Cardinals have been well in control of this game for nearly the entirety of it. Rhodes' second free throw is good, so he splits the trip at the line, and it's now a 19-point game again, 54-35. Smith, the floor general, goes down the floor, stopping left wing extended. Begins his attack into the paint, lobs it outside, telegraphed. Intercepted by Douglas. Douglas down the floor, stopping, right wing 3 in the air. He can't get that one. Heat check for Douglas. Rebounded by Davian Pouncil, one dribble ahead to Patton. Patton down the floor. Patton past one man. Feeds it to Washington. Baseline. Washington goes inside. Gets the roll. Rodney Washington up to 13 points quickly.
He's 6 of 12 from the field right now.
Buffaloes have made it a 17-point game. Again, 54-37. They trailed by 15 at the break, so they lost this quarter by 2. Bruner finds his way in. Floater won't go. Rebounded by Patton, but then he lost it because he was hit. Hit around the right elbow area with a push.
And that'll be the 4th team foul on East Central, and Brandon, that is the 4th on DeAndre Rhodes.
Rhodes is far and away their tallest player at 6'6". So their post presence is gone, at least for the majority of the rest of this game. Ty Moscato comes in for Brandon Smith, 54-37. Patton will run the point with Smith on the bench for the moment. Separation, now dribbles up towards the top of the key. Passes out left wing to Patton. Now near corner, three-pointer in the air. Won't bounce in by Rodney. McAlester still 0 from 3. Pushing it ahead, Nash guarded by Rodney. And coming from behind, it is Jacoby Boyd to swipe it loose. Coach Parrish is upset looking at one of the officials, says, why didn't you blow the whistle? And that official says, I'm not over by the play.
Yeah, that wasn't a foul.
Bruner will inbound baseline with a bounce pass in the near corner. Quickly to the top of the key. Nash drives inside, kicks it back out. Wide open, far corner 3 by Coulter. No good. Off the front of the rim. Long rebound by Rodney Washington. Takes it to the left wing area. Walking the tightrope, nearly traveled. Long pass to Moscato. He's open. Right wing 3 in the air and won't go again. Offensive board, Davian Pouncil triple teamed. His shot is blocked viciously out of bounds. Another block by the Cardinals. How many is that now?
That is 6 blocks for the Cardinals. McAlester has 5. McAlester also 0 of 9 from 3.
They had just 3 blocks in the series coming into this game. Pouncil inbounds to Patton. Left front court. 2:39 left in the third. Near corner. Rodney driving in. Rodney's layup is good. Right past, double clutching past a red jersey. And the Buffaloes back down by 15. 54-39. McAlester pressing. They beat it. Bruner pulls and pops from the free throw line and makes it fall. Coach Parrish wants the timeout after the 12-foot jumper, and it's now a 56-39 game. We'll take a break. You're listening to McAlester Basketball here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
McAlester Buffaloes trail to the East Central Cardinals 56-39. Ever since McAlester went down by 22-24 points, McAlester has played right there with the Cardinals, but McAllister's problem is you can't get down by 20-plus points to a team that scores this well and expect to win the game. Buffaloes have been neck and neck with them since, but they need to start getting stops and then quickly turning it into points. Again, they still have the capability to do so. That is how well McAlester has shot the ball at times this year. But they're running out of time in their season to do it. 10.5 minutes left, 2:20 left in the third quarter. Brandon Smith comes back in, Ty Moscato, Davian Pouncil, Caven Hill, and Rodney Washington on the floor. High post pass out to the near corner. Smith dribbles in, lobs back out, Moscato far corner. Lobs it inside, dangerous pass, nearly stolen. Pouncil gets it back, pushes off of a Cardinal, lost it again, and then a steal. Ahead to a wide open. Nash goes up for the two-handed dunk, instead just decides to lay it in, and it's a 58-39 game. Smith down the floor after another McAlester turnover. Straight away, Rodney Washington. Passes to Moscato, right wing. Gets past one man, right elbow floater, way off. Offensive board, Davian Pouncil's 2. He misses as well. A lot of contact down there in the low post, and then it leads to a rebound by the Cardinals. Near sideline, Douglas pushing ahead, wide open in transition. McAlester just took a nap. Ricky Bruner wide open down in the low post to get that 2. And then away from the ball, we have a foul as they're pointing to Davian Pouncil. Is it a foul or is he bleeding?
I think he's bleeding.
I think he's bleeding. Yeah, they're gonna send Pouncil over to the tunnel to get that blood wiped up. I don't know. Maybe there should have been a foul called down there in the low post. That's all I'm saying is Pouncil has been getting bullied the last couple of possessions.
I mean, I'll just say this. Humans typically don't bleed for no reason.
I mean, he was triple teamed in the low post, and I think he took an elbow to the face on a 2 attempt and just nothing. That's why I said a lot of contact. Rolling on the floor for the ball, got pushed from behind doing that as well, and just kept our whistles there. 60-39, the Cardinals lead the McAlester Buffaloes by 21 again.
And Boyd checked in for Pouncil after that.
And there's a bad pass. Washington right over to Nash. Nash racing down the floor, right-handed layup, good. Smith down the floor, nearly lost it again, but a foul called on Gregory Nash, who just made that last layup. And it'll be Brandon Smith going to the line as now the Cardinals will put McAlester into the bonus.
Fazio checking in for Boyd here.
That is Nash's third personal. Just what I'm going to say about it is McAlester picked one of the worst times to have one of their worst showings today as the first free throw is missed. Rattles out. And this is not me downing anybody, but this has been probably on a 29-game season McAllister's worst showing thus far as the second free throw is made to make it 62-40. Now, they've had flashes of that team that we've seen a lot this year, but against East Central, you have to bring your best, and it's been far from it today. Also, credit to the East Central Cardinals. Every time that McAllister's tried to make a push to get within 15, it just doesn't. They just take it right from them.
Yeah, it doesn't stick.
62-40 the score. McAlester is down by 22. Edge of the circle. Douglas gets past Moscato. Shovel pass right wing. Three-pointer in the air by Ademewa. Won't go too strong. Caven Hill got the rebound in the low post. Hill gets away from a Cardinal after he was hit a couple of times. 48 seconds left in the third. Rodney angle right. Now zooms past his defenders. Triple team tries throwing to the near corner, and he's fouled. And they're going to say on a shot, which it won't matter anyway. As long as Rodney's fouled, he's going to the line with McAlester in the bonus. But I don't think Rodney was ever attempting to go up with it. He had, I think, either Fazio or Moscato in the near corner and didn't. And I think he was trying to get him that pass for a three-point ball. But McAllister's been 0 for 3 today. Rodney Washington back at the free throw line. Takes a deep breath, bends the knees, shot in the air, first free throw made. So what's the current look at our free throws if you can give me a chance, Nate?
Free throws, McAllister's 9 of 19 at 47%. Also, McAllister 0 of 9 from 3.
Rodney's second free throw is good as well.
Washington up to 17 points today.
40 seconds left in the third. As McAllister gets 2 points closer back to a 20-point game. East Central has won the quarter by 5. Cross court into the corner. Could have taken the three. Deani Smith decides not to. 30 seconds left in the third. Edge of the circle, Douglas guarded by Smith. Backs on up near that white line. About as far deep into the front court as you can go in that corner. Passes high post, back outside. Just trying to play keep away from McAllister, maybe wanting the last shot here in the third. Bruner trying to cross over Washington. Washington's right there with him. Picks up his dribble. 6 seconds left in the third. Douglas drives in. Lost the balls. Taken by Fazio. Ahead to Smith. 1 second. Smith can't handle it. Good if it goes with a three-pointer, and it nearly banks in. A wild shot by Brandon Smith won't go, as McAllister was just trying to get it across the half-court line there. But here's your final hurrah. Can McAllister come back by down 20 to the East Central Cardinals in the fourth quarter? We'll see when we return. 62-42 is our score. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
We're back under play. Excuse me, I had the mic muted right there, doing a couple of things at once. But it's 62-42. The East Central Cardinals lead the McAlester Buffaloes. Lob over to the left wing. Back to Rodney, straight away. Rodney drives in, lays it down low. What a beautiful pass to Caven Hill, who takes advantage of the assist by Washington. And it's 66 now to 48.
Hill's in double digits. He's got 11.
62-44. Here's a high post two that's back ironed by Bruner and rebounded by Moscato. 7 minutes left. Passing ahead to Hill. Hill low post double team. Lost the ball with it. Straight into the corner. Rodney lost it too, but straight to Hill. Hill backing up his man. Now a right-handed hook shot is made by Caven Hill. Back-to-back possessions of points for Hill. To a 16-point game now. Across the timeline. Lob far corner. Douglas sets up for three. Misses the three. Offensive board again. Two-pointer is missed, but a foul on Rodney Washington. As DeAndre Rhodes, playing with 4 fouls, will go to the line for 2 attempts.
And that'll be the 3rd personal on Rodney.
Every time McAlester has gotten it to about a 16-point game, 15-point game, the Cardinals answer. McAlester had a golden opportunity to claim a defensive board there and go back down the floor and try to score. Couldn't corral it. First free throw is made by Douglas. Rather, Rhodes, DeAndre Rhodes.
Jacoby Boyd checking back in, 4-time Moscato.
Rhodes is up to 12 points. As we have had to clean up a lot of wet spots here today.
Yes.
Again, Enid's Gymnasium is relatively new.
Within the last 5 years, I believe it was when it was opened.
It's beautiful, by the way, too.
I love this gym.
And Isaiah Coulter back into the game, coming in for Deani Smith. Rhodes trying to make it an 18-point game again with the free throw. He has it rim out. Somehow that fell off. But we'll take it. Pouncil with the rebound and a head over to Washington. Washington back to Pouncil, left front court. Near corner to Smith. Smith throws into the circle. Rodney back to Smith, left wing. Steps into a contested left wing three that's rimmed out. An offensive rebound. Caven Hill is starting to ball here in the 4th quarter. Left-handed finish makes it a 15-point game. McAlester tried to apply pressure. Cardinals dribble out of it. Nash feeds to Bruner in the corner. Buffaloes back to a 15-point game. Losing the ball, gathering it back. Back out to the near corner. Nash back outside to Bruner. The Cardinals in kind of a kill time mode. Bruner now driving in after he found a lane. Misses the shot. Brandon Smith with the rebound. Throws ahead. Strange pass that won't go to anywhere but the Cardinals. They steal the ball. Coach Parrish wants a timeout. Can't have those long passes like that. It's another steal by the Cardinals, and they'll have possession in a 15-point game. 63-48. We'll take a break. You're listening to McAlester Basketball here on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
The Buffaloes are trailing the East Central Cardinals. They've gone on a bit of a run. I believe it's a 7-0 run for McAlester, but every time that they get within this 15-point margin, they turn the ball over or the Cardinals answer back with a big shot. Right now, the Cardinals with the basketball with 5:45 left in the game and the ticket waiting to be punched at the state tournament. Right wing inside, Rhodes guarded by Hill. Hill says, get it out of here. Big block, Smith with the rebound. Excellent block by Caven Hill, who climbed the hill for that rejection. Far sideline.
That was his 3rd block of the day.
Jacoby Boyd, crossover, nearly stepped out of bounds while doing so. Gives to Rodney, jab step. Takes that left wing three in the air, off kilter. McAlester still 0 from 3, but Boyd's got the rebound. McAlester second chance. Throws it to Brandon, nearly out of bounds. Gathering it back is Boyd. Boyd back to Smith. Lost the dribble, turnover. Steal again, 19th turnover of the game for the Buffaloes. Spinning inside wildly. It's David Douglas with the 2 to get it to go. 3-pointers, turnovers, free throws. That's the game. Douglas with 26 points. Driving in, Davian Pouncil draws contact. Where is the whistle?
You've got to be kidding me.
Davian Pouncil just got crashed on. And here's the great sportsmanship from Davian Pouncil. Although he took that foul and the ball went going out of bounds there, he says, my bad. I should have been better there. Pouncil's not letting any excuses here happen. That is That's bad. Driving in, two-handed finish won't go. Ball's tipped around, taken by Brandon Smith with the rebound. It looked like Rhodes had a wide-open dunk. And then along the far sideline, it's going to be Nash with a foul.
That'll be the first team foul in East Central here in the fourth quarter.
I don't know where the foul call was, but it wasn't against Davian Pouncil there in the for Davian Pouncil in the last possession. That was rough. Pouncil will come out. It's his hand that is taped up right now. His left hand, non-shooting hand, is taped up for the Buffs. Rodney gets their inbound, comes in. A lot of contact, begging my pardon, on the way towards the low post. He misses the shot, but he will be going to the free throw line. That'll be foul number 1 on number 4, Caden Montgomery.
That'll be the second team foul in East Central.
Trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951.
Have another wet spot underneath the basket.
Wow. So we're going to have to clean that up again. McAlester 10 of 20 from the free throw line. But for a little while there, McAlester was at 7 of 18. No, that's not right. 7 of 17. They made their last 3 in a row.
Right now they are 10 of 20.
Washington takes a deep breath, dribbles the ball twice, bends the knees, shot is in the air, and made.
He's up to 18 points.
Rodney's had a nice game here today, approaching 20. His average on the season is 21.3 to lead the Buffaloes. Second free throw made as well, and it's to a 15-point game, 65-50. Down the far sideline, quickly into the corner. Bruner with it, double teamed by Smith and Hill, and there should be, they're calling a foul. A foul on Brandon Smith on what seemed to be a travel at first.
He took about 4 steps.
Ball back to the Cardinals with 4:31 left in the game, 65-50. Inbound far sideline. Into the front court, back far corner. Off a screen, it is Bruner that retrieved that ball.
And that was the second personal on Brandon Smith.
Bruner guarded by Moscato, pokes to a 5-second call, and we have is that an offensive foul? That's an offensive foul. Wow, on Ricky Bruner. I don't agree with that call either. But Bruner, is he fouled out?
Oh, wait, no.
No, that's
sorry.
his third.
My bad. I was thinking of Nash.
So my bad. Bruner has picked up his third foul, though, on an offensive foul that, to be completely honest with you, I didn't see much there. I thought that the foul was on Moscato.
And it didn't help that both of them are 4.
Washington off a step back. Free throw line jumper won't go. Flying high, Davian Pouncil, offensive board putback. Kid is tough. 65-52. McAlester still down by 13, but for the first time in forever, they are within 15 points. A quick foul as McAlester is looking to get the steal on the inbound. That's going to be against Smith, too.
No, that's a Rodney. That's his 4th.
Rodney's 4th foul here with 4:03 left in the game.
And something I want to mention real quick, Davian Pouncil's got 13 points, 13 rebounds.
What a game. Davian Pouncil's been nails today. Playing, I believe, a little bit hurt. Probably more than a little bit. But still been able to play as well as he has. Rodney's got to be careful. He is trying to get a steal.
A foul on Brandon Smith?
Where's the foul? Brandon Smith didn't even really touch the Cardinal there.
That's his 3rd.
You can't have pressure and then call a foul. Coach Dawkins is wondering, you're calling a foul on Brandon? Inbound baseline. Why are we calling a foul at all? I don't know. 3:50 left in the game. Far sideline. 13-point game. Double teamed in the corner. Long pass taken. Right elbow pop and shot. Douglas can't get it. Offensive board again, though. Low post. 2 is up and made by DeAndre Rhodes. 67-52. Back to a 15-point deficit for the Buffaloes. Rodney, stutter steps, gets to the high post, lost the ball, gathers it back outside. That was way more contact. That was way more contact than Brandon had. And speaking of which, Brandon gives up the ball. Steal by the Cardinals. Layup is made. That's another turnover. I believe that's 20 now on McAlester in this game. 3:14 left in the game. Back to a 17-point deficit.
That is correct. 20 turnovers.
Free throw line jumper by Caven Hill won't go in. Rodney can't get the rebound. Instead taken by the Cardinals. They're in the clear. Now chasing down is Jacoby Boyd, but right past him is DeAndre Rhodes with a 2-handed dunk. And the Buffaloes, unless they can manifest an absolute miracle, down by 19. And here's a straightaway 3 by Rodney that is drained. And our first made 3 of the game for the Buffaloes comes with 2:49 left in it. Rodney Washington makes this a 71-55 game. Back to a 16-point game as we'll take a timeout and be back. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Smart skip the gift.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Buffaloes have 3 minutes left to try to make a heck of a comeback, down by 16. Now, again, we've seen people come back from 8 down in 13 seconds before. I don't expect that to happen with the East Central Cardinals, but McAlester, I've seen crazier. McAlester trying to press. East Central beats that press. Here's a lob, and the two-handed dunk does fall through after DeAndre Rhodes couldn't get it flush, but he still gets the two regardless after it bounced off the rim and fell through. Now step back far corner three by Rodney Washington. He's fouled. The bounce won't fall in, but Rodney will get 3 free throws here. Try to cut this back to a 15-point game. Fouls on Deani Smith.
That'll be the 4th team foul on East Central.
So Rodney Washington back to the free throw line. First free throw by Washington is no good off the front iron. McAlester has also dominated the Cardinals in terms of free throw attempts.
Yeah, it's 23-14. Will be 25.
Second free throw by Washington is made. I think everyone was expecting 2 free throws, but we get a third.
He was behind the line.
Both Hill and Boyd and a couple of Eastern. I think everyone was thinking that was 2 free throws for whatever reason except for Rodney. And our third and final free throw is made by Rodney as well. So 2 out of 3 from the line goes Washington. And it's back to a 16-point deficit, 73-57. Smith comes back in.
Hang on.
Who needs to come out? Because right now we have 6 players on the floor.
It's going to be Ty Moscato. Right?
Yeah, that's who's running over here. Well, I don't know. Dawkins is like trying to. He grabs him and is like, hey, come on to the bench. 2:33 left in the game in a 16-point game. Inbound. Baseline still, lobbing it up high and past Rodney. They get it over to Bruner. Bruner in the front court, lobbing it far corner. Back to Bruner. McAlester in desperation mode, really trying to get a steal. Brandon Smith nearly had it, and now a foul called at the top of the key area. Should be on Smith. That would be his 4th.
It'll be on Jacoby Boyd.
Oh, Jacoby, even better.
It was a push on the back.
Good, because I know that Smith and Jacoby were both in that area. Rather have that one on Jacoby right now anyway.
Yeah, that's just his first.
So now McAlester has put the Cardinals into the bonus. Free throws for Gregory Nash III. His first free throw in a nearly quiet gym is made.
Ty Moscato checking back in here for Jacoby Boyd.
Yeah, I feel like Coach Dawkins is rolling with Boyd, if he can help it, for every defensive set, and Moscato for every offensive set.
Right.
Second free throw by Nash. Made them both. 75-57, and the Cardinals can feel it. 18-point game. Washington lobs to Moscato, right wing. Dribbles to the corner, jump stops inside, feeds it baseline to Pouncil. Pouncil wildly inside. He's fouled. Can't get the shot to go, as he was nearly quadruple teamed on that right block. But Davian Pouncil with more free throws.
That is DeAndre Rhodes' 5th. He is done.
I just hope it's not too little too late for the Buffs, which it seems like it will be with 2:09 left in an 18-point game. That is the post presence by the Cardinals, is DeAndre Rhodes. He's the only guy that stands above 6'3". First free throw made by Pouncil. I cannot say enough good things about the way that Pouncil has played in this game.
He's had a fantastic day. Again, 14 points and 13 rebounds, 7 offensive.
Second free throw is made as well. This game would be a lot uglier if it wasn't for Davian Pouncil. especially when you mention those 7 offensive rebounds. And I say that, and Davian Pouncil picks up a foul here along the far sideline.
That'll be his 4th.
So more free throws. Coming back from Gregory Nash, who just made 2 on his last trip to the line. This might be a long 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Back at the charity stripe is Nash. Takes a deep breath. In a very quiet gym, first free throw is made. I'm looking at some McAlester fans, and with the way the game has gone today, they just feel a little defeated, it seems like. They came out and they were loud all game long, but with 2:08 left and now a free throw being made, an 18-point game. I told you that East Central feels like they can feel it. Unfortunately, I feel like McAlester feels like they can too. Left wing 3 by Washington won't go. Back iron. Offensive board by Caven Hill. Hill into the left wing area. Moscato lets it fly. Rims out. Offensive board again. Davian Pouncil put back good. Man, Davian Pouncil. 14th rebound. 8th offensive. 17 points. 1:45 left in the game. No matter what happens, and we know that McAlester, their chances of coming back are extremely unlikely, as here's a step back 2 over Moscato. Nash gets the 2. It's now 79-61. McAlster's season will come to an end tonight. But, again, with this team, here's a near corner lob trying to get to the low post to Hill as Washington overshoots his target. Boyd will come in for Moscato. McAlster's season is going to come to an end tonight, 1 game short of the state tournament, but in a team that has no seniors, this group of guys is the first time that we have been this close to a state tournament appearance in 20 years, as Rodney Washington has just fouled out. With 1:25 left in the game. And we'll have free throws on the way for Nash once more. Yeah, not a single senior on this team that will end the season at 19-10. They're the best record for McAlester since they last went to the state tournament 20 years ago. As Rodney gets a round of applause from the McAlester faithful. Brandon Smith will as well, as Kyle Smith will check in for him.
Kyle Moss.
Oh, excuse me. Kyle Moss will check in for him. And as for the Cardinals, they're going to be having a mass substitution as well for a final minute 25. But without a single senior on this team, the first free throw is missed by Nash. Buffaloes have extremely high hopes for next year. Now they're experienced, now that they have some fight and experience going into next year, being in this moment. As Caven Hill comes out, and so does Davian Pouncil on what has been excellent games from both of them as well. Second free throw by Nash is made as he will now come out. Brand new 10 pretty much on the floor for both the Buffs and the Cardinals. 1:23 left. Cardinals will be going to back-to-back state tournament appearances, looking for their first state championship. Far corner, Schuler. Pickens lets it fly. Back iron 3. Rebounded by the Cardinals with 1:10 left in the game. And a foul on Patton, which will send us back to the charity stripe. Isaiah Coulter at the line. Obviously a disappointing night for the McAlester Buffaloes, but also a lot of excitement building for what next year can be as well.
Like you said, not a single senior on this team. Should only be good things going forward from here.
Especially when you consider that every sophomore and freshman that progressed into sophomores and juniors this year, as Coulter makes the first free throw, took a big step, took a big jump. I mean, Rodney increased his points per game and increased his defense as well. His steals per game were higher. Brandon Smith, we didn't think he could get higher than 2.5 steals per game. He was at 3.3 coming into this game. And he had more than that here. As the second free throw is missed by Coulter. Offensive rebound. East Central will keep the ball with 1:04 left in the game. And, of course, Caven Hill had the biggest jump of them all. From 1.1 points per game as a freshman to 9 this year. Much less his rebounds per game that went up to nearly 6 compared to 2 from a year ago.
And not to mention his game in the first round of the Fort Gibson tournament had 30 points in that game.
Triple-double effort there. Povabidi was going for a steal as the ball hits the deck. Povabidi now hits the deck as well, jumping on top of the Cardinal. Well, that felt like our second jump ball of the game. They'll stay with the Cardinals here.
And like the third jump ball we've had in Enid.
Yeah, not a lot of jump balls at all. 36.9 left. Inbound baseline. They'll lob it short corner, far side. With the ball is now Thompson. Thompson drives and throws it out the bottom of the rim. Moscato comes up with the rebound, but lost it as it was stripped loose. Stolen back by the Cardinals. And if you're wanting to see really what led to McAllister's loss today, turnovers is one of them. We'll talk about it in the postgame show. Near corner, stepping into the three-point line. Montgomery now takes an 18-foot jumper and buries that one. 83-61. Patton gets the inbound. Final 10 seconds of the Buffalo season. Patton goes up with a tough two that will fall off. Rebounded by the Cardinals. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds. Coulter going up for the left-handed layup. That one won't go. Tip-in won't go either. And that's the ball game. The McAlester Buffaloes come just short, one game short of the state tournament, as they fall tonight 83-61 to the East Central Cardinals, who will be looking to get revenge and get a little bit further than they did last year in the state tournament. And they have high hopes for the rest of their season. They improved to 22-7. McAlester season ends at 19-10. We will take a break and talk about it when we come back with our postgame stats. You've been listening to McAlester Basketball here on KNED.
Smart, skip the gimmicks. You don't need the luck of the Irish at Fit Nissan because we do business the right way.
Every vehicle is clearly priced online with no surprises and no games.
Just honest pricing, a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, low interest rates, and exceptional customer service.
Come see us at Fit Nissan where your pot of gold is waiting.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fit Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fitnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to Stipe Law.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
The McAlester Buffaloes season comes to an end tonight with an 83-61 loss to the East Central Cardinals, who go back to the state tournament. McAlester finishes their season at 19-9, 4 wins better than the last total for McAlester, which was 15 wins back in their state tournament year. But they'll have to wait at least another year to get back to the dance, as they came 1 game shy. But let's look at our post-game stats, and we'll give our final thoughts on this season. Post-game stats brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate?
All right, Rodney Washington was your leading scorer tonight. He had 24 points on 8 of 18 from the field. He had 4 rebounds and 2 blocks before fouling out late in the fourth quarter. Davian Pouncil probably had the best day of any Buffalo. He had 17 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Had, I'm doing my math right, 14 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds. Then Caven Hill had 15 points today, 7 of 11 from the field, 8 rebounds and 3 blocks. Brandon Smith had 5 points today, 7 rebounds, 1 offensive, 6 defensive, along with 3 steals and a block. Jacoby Boyd had 3 rebounds today. Then Ty Moscato also had 3 rebounds. Case Patton had 1. Then Johnny Fazio had a steal. Jasper Meade had 1 defensive rebound. And that will do it for individual scoring in the game today. And we'll move on to team stats now. McAlester 39% from the field on the day. East Central took 13 more shots. They took 70 shot attempts today. They were 30 of 70, good for 43%. McAlester 1 of 15 from 3 at 7%. East Central 8 of 29 at 28%. McAlester took 27 free throw attempts today, made 16 of them, good for 59%. East Central not a whole lot better, 15 of 22 at 68%. McAlester dominated the dominated rebounding total. That is, I believe that's 41. Yeah, 41 to, I'm trying to do my math.
31.
31, thank you. I don't know why I was thinking that wasn't right. 41 to 31. Rebounding, McAlester 22 turnovers today to just 10 for East Central. Both teams, this has to be a season high, by the way. 12 total blocks by both teams. Each team had 6.
That's crazy. Yeah, and when it came down to this game, as we're recapping this game, you can't get down that much to East Central and expect to come back and win the game.
Yeah.
They are too prolific of a scoring team. You're having to hope once you get down by 20, really once you get back down by 10, 15 plus, you have to hope for them to continue to miss often. And they even kind of did today, especially from 3, and you still couldn't come back because of how well they can just shoot from all levels of the floor, but especially from 3. And today McAlester just got down into too big of a hole in the first quarter. And if you take away the first quarter, for quarters 2 through 4, McAlester played right with East Central.
Yeah.
But when you get down by nearly 20 at the end of the first quarter, it's hard to come back and win that game, and that was the difference.
Yeah, I mean, can't say it much better myself.
So now on the season, Nate, your final thoughts on this one?
Again, a disappointing end, but a very, very good season for these Buffaloes. Again, 19-10. You said that was their best record by far since their state tournament run, where they had 15 wins on the season. Again, not losing any seniors. The future's bright for this team, despite how this game ended today.
Yeah, the McAlester Buffaloes, this one's going to sting. You're 1 game away from the state tournament, and it just comes up a little bit short. But how many teams did we see in the past that are 1 game away from the state tournament, and then they come back and they make their presence known in the state tournament the very next year?
You're right.
And those are usually teams that lose at least 1 or 2 seniors McAlester, as you mentioned, losing none. Their best players are all coming back for next year, and you never know who you could also add in this day and age. There might be some people coming up from the 8th grade level that could make a big impact, as Jacoby Boyd and Ty Moscato and just Kyle Moss, Jasper Meat. All those guys were freshmen that put in some big minutes for McAlester this season. And they become sophomores next year with a year of experience.
I believe almost every one of them made at least one start this season.
And now you get to have them with the playoff experience, and then, like we said, veteran presence just becomes that much better for next year as well. So McAlester has a lot to look forward to next year. It stinks that it doesn't come this year, and no one likes to wait, but the wait is going to be worth it when it happens.
Yep.
And we'll be here for it. We're excited for it as well. So again, Nate, for one final time this season, can you thank our sponsors, and we'll wrap things up here.
I'd like to thank Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank N.A., Stipe Law Firm, Vickers Power Sports, and also our halftime stat sponsor, First Realty.
Yeah, make sure that you thank all these guys, because without them, we can't go where we can go. Because of our amazing sponsors, we were able to make it to every single boys and girls basketball game this year.
Right.
If you want that kind of coverage year in and year out, those sponsors are the ones that make it happen. So if you need their services, go to their place and tell them that thank you for covering McAlester Radio's coverage of McAlester basketball. And even if you don't need their coverage or need their services, you can call their business and say thank you for supporting the McAlester Buffaloes via McAlester Radio this year. And a big thank you to our board operator, Wyatt Hubbard, and thank you to the listener for spending your Saturday night with us as well. One final time from the Enid High School Competitive Gymnasium in Enid, Oklahoma, and for the 2025-2026 season, it was the East Central Cardinals 83 and your McAlester Buffaloes 61. Until Monday, when McAlester baseball is on the road in Silo, on behalf of Nate Brown and myself, this is Brandon Green saying thank you for coming along on the journey, and don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night, everybody. Night-night, Harper.